this all-Canadian matchup in round one. And the long wait is over. The 1992 Stanley Cup playoffs in jeopardy at one point are set to begin. There are our officials, Dan Maruelli, the referee, Bob Hodges and Pat DePuso are the linesmen. The starting goaltenders, well, for Graves and many others, a surprise. Rick Tabaracci, the least active of Winnipeg's three goaltenders this year, but most productive against Vancouver with a win and 2 ties. Kirk McLean, Vancouver's MVP this season, told me yesterday he likes being the guy they count on. And are they ever in Vancouver this spring? Why not? Tied for the NHL lead in wins. In goal average, he was number 3. He's had an outstanding year.
And at Tabaracci, the Winnipeg Jets get the goaltender who beat the Canucks 5-1 in Winnipeg in a home-and-home series and tied them here in the Coliseum.
We're underway. The road to the Stanley Cup. Randy Carlyle, Phil Housley on defense for the Jets. They start Troy Murray up front with Steen and Elenick, the 3 best forwards for the Jets this year, all on a new line.
Quinn was concerned about his team's play down the stretch, but they clinched the Smythe Division championship so early that Quinn decided to shuffle some lines around, give some playing time to players who hadn't played very much, like Peter Nedved. He experimented with his power play, and he was in a position where he could afford to take it easy and not drive the troops as hard as he did the first half of the season.
For the Canucks, Ronning, Sandlap, Momesso, and Davidoff has come out for the Jets to replace Murray. So electing to get his captain out for the first shift of the series. Here's Ronning with the giveaway. Sandlap in front. He's checked by Randy Carlyle. Ronning behind the net, watched by Housley. And watch for Ronning behind the net. He's almost as dangerous as Gretzky shot. Tabaracci got a piece of that, and now it's Housley coming out after that first rush. Lead pass, and Olczyk was in behind the Canuck defense.
There's a forecheck on Phil Housley, and Housley with the giveaway that created that good scoring chance by Cliff Ronning. The Canucks trying to get to Housley as soon and as hard as they possibly can.
Canucks with the chance. Kirk hit his man at center ice, Pat Elenick, and it's Lume. And it goes to Tom Fergus, the ex-Maple Leaf. There's a shot going wide. Fergus with Linden and Courtnall now for Vancouver, as Aaron Broughton, another ex-Leaf, into the zone for Winnipeg. Broughton, Kachuk, and Elnick. First penalty of the game coming up as Courtnall was knocked down. And a minute 24 into this Smythe Division semifinal, we have our first penalty, and it's going to the Jets.
A tripping penalty on Mike Lawler at the center ice area. I thought it might be interference as Courtnall didn't touch that puck. Lawler standing up, took his man, and takes the penalty.
Well, you always underscore the specialty teams in the playoffs.
Now watch Courtnall. He makes this look a little better than really it should have as he tried to dive over Mike Lawler's stick. Looked right at Dan Maruelli, and immediately Maruelli called the penalty. And the Vancouver Canucks get to try their power play early in this series.
Ninth during the regular season, the Canucks power play. The Jets' 3rd penalty killing, but the best penalty killing unit on the road.
The top 3 were better than most of the other teams. The Rangers, Chicago, and the Winnipeg Jets well ahead of the rest of the team.
And that brings out Larry Onov, Poore, and Greg Adams. Babbage and Lume on the points. And here's Poore. Across to Babbage. In front, deflected wide. Cleared by Ulanov off the boards. And the Jets get it down the ice. Troy Murray up front. Now Darren Shannon on the ice. The penalty killers for the Jets.
One of the reasons the Jets penalty killing is so good is their centermen Troy Murray and Mike Eagle both really good on faceoffs, especially in the defensive zone.
Larry Onov all the way, and Tabaracci just got a piece of that. What a great rush by Larry Onov. We're used to seeing Poore do that. Now back comes Ulanov. Watched by Babbage. They go to the boards, and Lume has it with 1:16 to go in the man advantage. Here came Lume, the quarterback of the power play. Here's Poore inside the line. Back it goes to the point. Vlasic now at the right point. Poore tries to slide it in. Greg Adams in front. Darren Shannon up with it. Clears it down.
Hard to watch Burry with the man advantage. The Jets wanted to have a man on Burry all the time so he could get wound up, but you can't afford to do that when you're a man short.
Here comes Plavsic into Courtnall. Cabaracci out of the goal. Pat Quinn commented on how well he handles the puck, but this time gave it away. Kept in by Lidster. Bumped by Eagles, and it comes outside the line. There's Phil Sykes. And he sends it into the Vancouver zone. Sykes goes to the bench. Just 22 seconds left in the man advantage. Here comes the captain, Trevor Linden. And he's turned back by Shannon. Lidster on the near side. Tom Fergus pelted by Troy Murray. Big collision in the neutral zone. Fergus didn't see Murray coming. Now here's Courtnall. Long shot in on Cabaracci. He'll hold on with Linden on the doorstep. No score as the Jets kill the first penalty of the game.
Do comfort and adventure go together? They do now. Introducing the Explorer. With car-like comfort, the largest interior available, and 4-liter power. Explorer. No wonder it's the best-selling vehicle in its class. Explorer. Quality is job one. It's working.
Joe Louis Arena, Detroit this evening. Sergei Fedorov, the first goal of the playoffs, made it 1-0 Wings, but the North Stars have tied it late in the first period on the power play. David Shaw's shot from the point deflected in front, but by a Red Wing apparently, and it's 1-1 in the first in Detroit.
3:24 gone here. First period at the Pacific Coliseum. A face-off to the right of Rick Cabaracci and the veteran Ryan Walter in on the draw. And he wins it. Didn't get the point, handed it away to Olczyk. The lead pass for Eagles. Here's Eagles on the backhand, and the first save of the game for Kirk McLean. Ulanov keeps it in. McLean handles it, and now here comes a penalty. Walter took a run at Ulanov, and let's see who's getting the penalty.
Dan Maruelli is skating over. I think they're both going to go. Ulanov for sure is skating to the Jets penalty box.
Walter had his helmet knocked off, and he had words for the Russian defenseman. And it will be just the one minor call. So again, the Canucks will get a power play.
And that's the discipline that the Winnipeg Jets have played with all season long. They've been a very good, disciplined team under John Paddock. And you cannot afford to take retaliation penalties. Ryan Walter finishing the check as he always does. Took Ulanov, and Ulanov got the stick up, took the high sticking penalty.
The Winnipeg Jets. Last playoff performance in 1990, a memorable 7-game series against Edmonton. Here is the check by Walter.
And you see Ulanov in self-defense had his stick right in Walter's face, and then the left hand could have been roughing the way Ulanov took a swing at Walter with his left hand, but he gets a high sticking penalty.
Jets win the draw, pull it outside the zone, and Mike Lawler back to get it. He was on the '86 Montreal Stanley Cup team, along with Ryan Walter and Lucien Deblois, who is also a Winnipeg Jet, but not in the lineup tonight. Sandlak inside the zone, drops for Momesso. There is Ronning. Ronning feeds the point. Dave Babbage, the shot deflected wide. Sandlak behind the net. Lume, Babbage. His shot goes wide. Lume has it again. Challenged by Eagles. Cleared by Newman, kept in by Lume. Ronning looks for the loose puck against Newman. Momesso shooting, and that deflects off Newman into the crowd.
Newman did a good job taking the pass away from Sergio Momesso, forcing the shot and then tipping it up and over the glass. Look at John Paddock behind the Winnipeg Jets bench with Bob Essensa in the background. Defense pairings, Housley and Carlisle, Ulanov and Lawler, Newman and Olofsson, and a lot of offensive talent back there. And their forwards strong up the middle with Troy Murray, Thomas Steen, Phil Sykes, and Aaron Brott. Role players, but Murray and Steen see most of the ice time, the scratches. John